Welcome, welcome. So yeah, what the plan of attack is for tonight is we are going to land on the surface. Now, if anybody was paying attention last time, you may have noted that I was considering employing cheats. I have found a way that does not require that. So, I also might know that my notice this is a bit bigger as well, which is quite useful. Um, Anywho, so there are two ways to get more delta, three ways to get more delta V. Delta V is a calculation based on your ISP of your engine, the total mass of your spaceship, and the amount of fuel you have. So, three ways to get more delta V. Increase the efficiency of your engines. We can't do that, at least not without bringing ion engines out. And given we're so far away, they're just not going to work. We need huge amounts of power generation, so that's just not going to. And that'll probably offset the efficiency of the ion engine, so not going to happen. Or B, or the second option, refuel. We actually did manage, so our lander had a little bit of fuel, so we have pulled that, which increased our delta V a little bit. Or C, reduce mass. You may notice I've dumped a bunch of stuff onto here. These mining arms are 1.5 tons each. There's 120 kgs worth of radiators there. That's probably another half ton of equipment over there. Yeah, I've actually reduced quite a bit. So, yeah, and that has given me enough delta V to make it down to the surface. Cool. So this will put our landing point in a crater. So, yep, as you can see, this is where we are going to try and get down. Now, I have practiced this a few times, and not gonna lie, the majority of the times I do fall over. So, yeah. I will also fess up that I may have cheated to add some additional RTGs, just because I did work out how many were required prior to doing this, and it turns out I need more. I'm guessing the save that I did actually use may have, actually, give me a second, Babbage patch, EVA report, where we're going. Yeah, the game I was using might have been a bit easier, and therefore these weren't drawing as much power. So yeah. Anyway, so 20 minutes. So 56 minutes on. I don't know why that changes. It seems to be a bug. 8, 7. Cool. We have 1 minute. Having this nav board bigger is going to be so helpful. Ah, yeah, sorry. And having practiced, I already know that there's a good source of ore down there. Okay, we're space low, so we're going to need to EVAU and EVA report, keep experiment. Keep experiment. Okay, no more experiment until we're down. So when the suicide burn counter hits 1 second, I will start my burn. What's going to happen is when this engine cuts out, these ones will need to take over, and that suicide burn counter will probably drop to about negative 20 seconds. But I should be able to get that to. They should be able to get that to 0. Okay, there we are. Probably a little bit late, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to deploy our landing gear early. Oh, I'm not. Hang on. I wonder if I can. turn my lights off, try save power. Yeah, see, negative 25 seconds. Why does that keep changing? The retrograde node just keeps changing on me. I should always be doing retrograde. I know if I do an EVA that messes with it a little bit. But yeah, if you can see, the suicide burn timer has gone from negative 25 to just past negative 5 and dropping. I'm gonna. Here we are. Ooh, that might have balled that up. I'm maybe a little bit too. No, I think I should be fine. Sweet. Okay, so my horizontal speed is next to nothing, which is good. So I'm going nearly straight down. That would have been slightly better, but you know, I'm going to take it. Right, next thing we need to check. We have ore. Whew. And that everybody is how you get down without having to use cheats. Oh, I really wish I'd landed there. I don't know, it's hard to say. This looks flatter, but then I turn around and then that looks flatter. Now look, we'll deploy the drill aim camera. Something I should really be doing a lot more is using the aim camera. Activate radiator, deploy drill, activate radiator. I think I did actually put a start harvesting. I did put something to help drive this thing. What you would call it, a controller on this, but I haven't actually got around to using it yet. Okay, activate radiator. Radiators do use a smidge of power. Okay, so electric charge. We're not using any electric charge. That's good. We'll start liquid fuel. Okay, sweet. Cool. So as you can see, that is going to go very, very slowly. So it's going to take a very long time to do. So what I should be able to do is leave that and then go back to the Space Center and do a bit of work there whilst we wait, because I do have some contracts which are going to expire. Yeah. So, oh, hang on, no. We have a little bit of work to do, not quite done yet. I'd say the gravity of Eeloo is probably slightly less than that, slightly more than the Mun. I should know this. Anyway, so I believe quicksave 1 was where I'd already done this anyway, so I'm really not happy with the way this thing is rocking backwards and forwards. Oh, you lay down and give the planet a hug, just so you know it's not alone out here. Take surface sample. The rocks contain thin wisps of colour. They remind you of lovely ion exhaust trails. Huh. I wonder what's causing that. Okay. Gravity scans are very clear here. They appear to be little influence from other bodies. Cool, so we've got a bunch of data. It'll help. Got 2 drills mining away here. I don't even think we've got an additional 1 meter per second of DeltaV just quietly. Although what I might look at doing, correction, what I will look at doing is dumping the fuel into the bottom section. Less weight up the top, hopefully it won't be flexing so much. Monopropellant, I'll dump that down there. I'll go right down the bottom. Oh no, I've got 60 meters per second. My DeltaV is going up extremely slowly. I want at least 1,000. Once I hit 1,000, I will take off. Actually, I'll get a bit of what's that other one called? Oxidizer. I'll get a little bit of oxidizer, and I'll go back up. So I'll get the lander sorted, and I'll land in a test and just sort of complete this. Yeah. Unfortunately, I might need more RTGs. I don't think I've got enough. Damn it. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, I might need to send more RTGs to Joule as well. Although Joule being a bit closer solar panels could work, because if any of you are familiar with the Juno spacecraft that's currently in orbit of Jupiter, it is running some pretty massive solar panels. Okay. Well, we'll say goodbye. Bye bye. Space Center. I really hope that I'm just able to leave it there and it doesn't like break. Okay, so what are our missions? Yeah, we're not going to do that one. It's not worth our time. Okay, so we need to launch a pole. I did build us a new shuttle. I mean, if we only want the one Kerbin, you know, um, a one Kerbin shuttle to do the job quite nicely. Um, oh yeah, that's right. That was my test lander. Open. Okay, where's my shuttle? Huh. Oh, Kerbin shuttle. Yeah, here we are. Doesn't need much DeltaV. It's got 2,500 meters per second, which means you'll be able to get between space stations, and you'll probably be able to make it to the moon and back. With relative ease. Hopefully, I don't need to take too much. Yeah, and I decided this could be kind of cool. Loop, and then loop if I ever needed to. Which I think for some missions it might actually not be a bad idea. What were we doing? We are going to... That'll do. I forgot I did that. Might just add a little bit more fuel to it. Yeah, yeah. Baguette ones, see if they are the baguette tanks. Cool. 2,800, nice, that's a good amount of DeltaV. I'm thinking I should jam a light on this as well. Cool. Got a nice little spotlight. Oh yeah, I've got an RTG hidden in there as well. Um, I put a controller in here? I don't believe I did. Oh, hang on, I already have. Doi. Got my lights. Okay, what do I have in there? I do need HG5. That's part of one of our contracts, so we might as well do that. Oh. Okay. I always forget how to use this thing. Well, I've got the controller on there, I can always do it later. Cool, so this shuttle is 75 tons. Very light. I do need to do a satellite. I do need to do a satellite as well. Okay, we're going to need decoupler. We will throw a very small fuel tank on board. Sorry. Do some of those. Probe core, cheap probe core, cheapest I can find. Antenna. It's under communications. We do need some power generation, so we will jam some cheapos solar panels on. That'll do. That's the button we're wanting. Cool. A mystery goo. Science, where are you? That'll do. Okay, so antenna, yep. Can generate power, yep. Cool, that should be able to go to Minimus relatively easily. And we're still 6 ton, nice. We could probably launch it with an SSTO almost. But we're not going to do that. Oh, lol, that's right. I'm thinking I might just see about strapping a giant booster to it. Clydesdale. To jam a Clydesdale booster. It's relatively cheap. Disposable. It does have some thrust vectoring. Okay, we want... I might just jam a couple of extra 700 versus 600. Yeah, they'll use these ones. Couple of they produce 227. Thumper, they produce 300. And because we want to ensure that these things do nuts to that. Okay, yeah. Right. Cool. That should make that last a bit longer. Awesome. That should hopefully do us. We'll see how this goes. I don't have high hopes. I will not include the Ripton because otherwise it might have a bit of a whinge. I do have a... yeah, I do have a control on that thing. Sweet. Okay, last thing to do is just to secure the ship. There we are. Bunch of solid rockets. So yeah, SRB's solid rocket booster, they are just cheap. I'm pretty sure China was building a we had somewhere or heard somewhere that China's got like a rocket. They've got designed a rocket that just solely uses SRBs. Now, someone I used to work with, I believe their daughter actually designed they were working on some kind of rocket fuel. There was it was a solid fuel. I really should find out how that went. That'd be really interesting to know. Hmm. Yeah, I was looking for the thing over here. Was not gonna find it. Be nice if I could move. Yeah, I don't know. No, there's no one in there, so I can't. Perfect. Look at that. I just kind of hope that it doesn't cause too much hassle. As in destroy something, because it looked like it might. If I'm going to land there, so that one could be a problem. Interesting having that didn't go straight. So still about 6Ks. Yeah, they're less than 2Ks from the ground now. Ooh. Uh-oh. No, I think I'm okay. I had some concerns that some of the space into may have been damaged by that. It's looking a bit weird. I tried adding modding a bit, but I don't think it's worked. In fact, I think it's actually broken things. Because, yeah, that shouldn't look like that. Yeah, I'm sure the stars just appear. I think they just did. Okay, we've got way too much vertical. We need to put that into horizontal, methinks. And given the thing's just going to keep burning, I think I'm going to have to... That's better. Okay, so my booster's the bit that's getting hot. Everything else is still fine, which is good. Sweet, so I've very close to circularizing this orbit. It's relatively efficient using the the SRB. At least for me, anyway. I should clarify a lot of things are for me. Oh, geez, what the heck? That was I guess maybe that was as I was heading orbit or something. I don't know. Or transitioning to orbit. Probably should deploy my antenna, shouldn't I? Yeah, man. Cool, I am in space now, so I can bust out time warp. And there's my asteroid. It's interesting. Oh yeah, it's still in the water. Okay, do a prograde burn, get us in orbit. Jam an engineer on the... Oh, do we need to? No, I don't think we do need to. Okay, so... what were our contracts? Expand. Okay, cool. Okay, that can be done. That can be done. Yeah, well, I need to go back to Eve. Those two I should be able to do relatively easily. It's interesting. I took two that have planted a flag on Eve. I could do that one, and then that one. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, we are going to detach you. Where was the detach point? There we are. Decouple. You have 2,400, and that's gonna. How long is that gonna take you to burn? I don't know. I don't know. Set as target. Oh man. Bother. Oh well. Have to wait on that one. You, on the other hand, you need to pick up an engineer. Oh my gosh, there's so many fucking debris everywhere. Fuel station is not supposed to be a thing anymore. Sending node, anti-normal. Cool. We'll just match orbits. That'll do. Okay, we'll do an orbit. Okay, we'll do another orbit. Okay, 3 kilometers. Cool. That's difficult getting used to move that over there. So if it's funny, I've been playing the game for 10 plus years, and there's a bunch of stuff I never knew. Nav ball scaling, nav ball position. I don't know whether that's part of a mod or not, and that's possibly why I maybe never picked up on it. But yeah, I can move it. Yeah, and make it bigger. Because yeah, I have been struggling a wee bit because it is quite, with it being quite small. Actually, give me a sec. I might move that ever so slightly over. There we are. I don't even need that anymore. I've got thermal up there. Should hopefully be enough. Okay. Overshot slightly. That's cool. Okay, it's still a bit too far over. Cool. That'll do. It should hopefully do the job. It should start lagging in a second. Oh, no lag. Excellent. Usually get a lag when it loads in the ship. Or in this case, the space station. Okay. Target. Okay, I surely must have put some spots for duh, I don't think I have. Oh yeah, there were. There's some at the end. I'll have to do. I'd rather not use the bottom ones if I can help it. Okay, and normal. Yep, that'll do. Okay, on target. Set as target. Cool, and we'll go in on RCS. Okay, it's a bit easier to see, but still a little bit difficult. That'll do. 0.2 meters per second. I should be going slower than that. Once you do that, and it takes frickin' forever. There we are. Just tap it, tap it, tap it. That has a decent relay antenna, which I probably should have taken to... I should probably take with me just quietly. Sweet. That is done. $25 Kerbals. Oh, it doesn't have one, does it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 13, 17. Okay, so if I can get another ship here, that should. I've got that shuttle. Multi-base. Shuttle Mark II. What's this? That's another 4, but I don't really need that. Multi-base. That's something I do need. Got 16. Ooh, this thing's got a lot of DeltaV on it. Nice. Okay. Set its target. I want to let it catch me, I think. Which is exactly what's happening. Awesome. Okay, so if I do drop my orbit. Okay, we're closing on. No, we're going to do descending node, which means we're going to do a normal burn. So I'll get this thing docked. That should complete their contract, which will be nice. nice and easy. I've got all. It's not actually going to actually costing me anything, because I mean I was going to do that. I really should be doing this anyway. So yeah. Okay. See what this does. Okay, 14 kilometers. That'll do. It's a burn in 46 minutes. Or 22-second burn in 46 minutes, that is. Okay. 13, 12, burn. Cool. Sometimes got to make sure that that's actually going down. The number of times haven't the wrong part of the ship's been selected, and then all of a sudden it starts burning incorrectly. It's like, ah, oh, damn it, why? And I almost forgot to turn the engines off. Okay, that was better than planned. 200 meters. So it should overtake me a little bit, but then I should overtake it as I am going quite fast. As I'll be picking up speed as I'm going to my periapsis. That's the one. Okay. I'll go normal, just burn up, flip around, and yeah. It's funny how a lot of my ships end up looking like this. I'm pretty sure in other saves they have done as well. You've got protection for your solar panels, a couple of docking arms, have sort of away, got antennas if you need to. You've got these which you can then dock nacelles, additional nacelles to if the mission requires it. Well, I haven't used that in a long time. I've got a drilling arm here. I might return some of the drilling equipment because I don't think it's really worth my time, the small stuff. Okay. Alright, let's go burn. sort of towards it, but not quite. Just want to target that one. Actually, I probably should be docking like this, given that my crew module is up there. I might need to redesign some of these ships, because like there's not really any way to, like all these three are separated. There's not really any easy way to move between them. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. It also means that I can be able to do sort of a direct you know, go through the docking hatch when I do dock. Probably using a little bit much RCS, but whatevs. Okay. Probably should be careful, because the last thing I want to do is end up smashing into it. Okay. Cool, that should complete that contract. Should. Oh, maintain stability for 10 seconds. Okay, we can do that. Done. Okay, cool. Easy contract. Oof, we could, we'll take that. And how convenient, we just put a shuttle up. Yeah, I'll get this thing on the... I'll send anything to Eve at some point. One day, maybe. Sometimes I wonder why I design things the way I do. It's like, how doesn't it really make any sense to me? I mean, it does need radiators, so that's something this is going to need. It's got 1, 2, I think I've got 4 mining arms, 4 drills. I'd probably want some more drills with a Z because cool. Okay. Tracking center. We'll go to the probe. We'll get the probe done. I think after we've got the probe done, that'll be us for tonight. We've already been at us an hour. And it's past 10:30. I'm gonna need to go to bed soon. Well, I don't need to, but I should, because I'll get cranky in the morning. Oh man, I should tidy this all up. Oh, that might be left a little bit late. Okay, that'll have to do. Oh, right. Thought something looked off. I just did say just before that, you know, we need to double check these things. Now, because I haven't run this thing yet, but I think I might just do a quick burn now. Okay. Minute 26. Okay, cool. 43 seconds, I think, if my math right, if I'm mathing right. And I'll just crash into the surface. What's the mystery goo have to say for itself? Do focus view. Oh, this is going to be easy. Well, it should be easy. Bloop. Cool. Should have put the other one on. It costs a little bit more, but at least it can hold prograde, retrograde. This thing can't even do that. Mind you, there's that really cheap probe that doesn't even have SAS. That thing's not great. Yeah, I thought I had the wrong one. Well, actually, no, I didn't think. I just figured that the likelihood of me having the wrong one was relatively high. Okay. Can we make it a little bit better? We can. No, retrograde. Orbit down. And that's how we do that. Let's get ourselves a sweet, sweet payday. Cool. Nothing on this thing we actually need, is there? That's nothing really of use. So we're just going to smash it into the surface. You know what, we're going to watch. Be sadistic and watch this poor little ship crash into the surface. Oh, what the? That was very unexpected, actually. I must say that does look very nice, doesn't it? I need to do a bit of tweaking to make this look prettier. I mean, I do have a bunch of mods which should be making it look nicer, but yeah, I'm not seeing it, eh? Well, I mean the terrain scatter I am seeing, so at least that's something. Okay. A few hundred meters per second should completely annihilate it. Excellent. Saying the explosions aren't cool. I wonder if there's an exploding mod. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, let's see what's on offer. Uh, uh, okay, so we get 12 points of reputation. We get paid barely 30,000. Nah, that's not too bad, 150,000, but nah, not doing that. Can't be bothered. Cool. Well, as I like to say, Jib says hi, peace out, all that sort of jazz. Although, just before I do, ooh, do not. Quick save to. I'm going to go back to just see how much fuel was in there. I think I was at about 60 meters per second of DeltaV on my on my Eeloo on my Eeloo ship. Now, of course, the main ship was never intended to land, so this was kind of always going to be a little bit iffy. I'm concerned that it could just blow up. That's a very significant concern I do have. Because the number of times you go back to a ship and it just decides to explode. I'm surprised my mining base hasn't done that yet, just quietly. Oh, look at that, we're 510. Nice. It's actually going along very nicely. Interesting. Wonder why when I move it, it changes. Okay, again, keeping most of the mass down the bottom. That's probably enough to actually take off and start sciencing. Okay, so I don't actually have as much time as I expected. Things working really nicely. Because yeah, the idea is I'm going to want to go once I've got enough. I'm going to want to dump a bunch of fuel into the something ain't right. That doesn't seem like I should have that much DeltaV. Given I only got that much fuel. Oh well. Power situation's looking good. Monopropellant. So I am in need of. I'm going to be in need of oxidizer. I think I might start mining that at some point. So you might start going for oxidizer and liquid fuel. Do I have much ore? No, I do not. Okay, it's cool. Stop. I expect that number's probably going to start going down, but that's fine. And of course, once I've gone ahead and... Ooh, I'm going to need to have Gem and RTG at the top, aren't I? Do that now. Just because I'm here. Okay. I don't like how those engines are jiggling. That's concerning. That was also concerning. So this was never the intent, was to need to do this. Cool. Peace out, Jeb says hi, and we'll see you guys next time.